Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have Week 10 NFL predictions. Last week I had a record of 8-5, which brings my overall record on the season to 80-56. Starting off this week on Thursday Night Football, we have the Panthers hosting the Falcons. So the Falcons beat the Panthers 2 weeks ago, and now the Panthers also got destroyed by the Bengals last week. And the Panthers, they have a big quarterback problem. So they started PJ Walker last week, but he wasn't good and got benched at halftime. Then Baker Mayfield came in, and he was okay. And now they're also getting Sam Darnold back from injury. So now the Panthers said PJ Walker will start this game for them. But now if he doesn't have a good game, what direction do they go from there? But I actually think the Panthers are going to get the win here, as I don't really think either team is that great. I don't think either team is a lot better than the other, and they'll probably split the season series. So I'll take the Panthers getting the win here on Thursday Night Football, winning 27-21. Up next, we have the first NFL game in Germany, and that is the Buccaneers against the Seahawks. So the Buccaneers are coming off a huge comeback win over the Rams, and the Seahawks have been surprisingly good this season, but I'm still not convinced they're like a great team. The Seahawks are riding a 4-game winning streak, and they've been led by Geno Smith and rookie running back Kenneth Walker. Now the Buccaneers defense is good, but it's not great. The Seahawks will probably win, but I still don't see them as a true contender. So I could definitely see this game going either way, but I'll take the Seahawks winning this one in Germany, 24-21. Up next, we have the Vikings visiting the Bills. So the Bills are coming off a loss to the Jets, where they weren't that good, and Josh Allen also suffered an elbow sprain and is listed as day-to-day. So that injury could physically define this game, as the Vikings are one of the hottest teams in the NFL, are now riding a 6-game winning streak. And I could see this game going either way, but the Bills are the better team both offensively and defensively. And I think they're going to get the win against another good team if Josh Allen plays. But if he does not play, then I'll take the Vikings. So if Josh Allen plays, I'll take the Bills 30-28. And if he doesn't play, I'll take the Vikings 28-23. Up next, we have the Bears hosting the Lions. So now this is a game I could see going either way. The Lions are coming off a win over the Packers, and the Bears lost last week. But they've been much better lately, especially offensively. The play calling's been better, and Justin Fields is coming off one of his best games of the season. So now neither team has a great defense, so I expect this to be a pretty high-scoring game. But I have the Bears coming out on top because they have one of the league's best rushing offenses, and they face one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. So I'll go with the Bears in the shootout here, 33-31, but I could see this game going either way. Up next, we have the Titans hosting the Broncos. So Ryan Tannehill might return here for the Titans after missing the previous 2 games with an ankle injury. And with or without Tannehill, the Titans will lean on the run with Derrick Henry, who's had 462 yards in his last 3 games. The Broncos' defense has been really good this season. They're the second best scoring defense in the league. But they haven't been all that great against the run, giving up about 122 rushing yards per game, which is in the bottom third of the league. So now, the Broncos will not win this game if they cannot stop Derrick Henry, especially because their offense has trouble scoring points, scoring only 15.1 points a game. So I could see this game going either way, but I'll take the Titans bouncing back from their Sunday Night Football loss to the Chiefs, beating the Broncos by a score of 23-17. Up next, we have the Jaguars visiting the Chiefs. The Chiefs are coming off a Sunday Night Football win over the Titans, but it wasn't the greatest win. They needed overtime to beat them. The Jaguars are also coming off a win where they came back down 17 points against the Raiders. Now, the Jaguars are a run-first team with Travis Etienne, who is top 5 in the NFL in rushing yards. The Chiefs struggled to stop Derrick Henry last week, so the Jaguars' rushing attack will definitely keep this game close. But I'll take the Chiefs getting the win here at 27-20. But I would look for the Chiefs to run the ball a little bit more here and give Patrick Mahomes somewhat of a break, as he attempted 68 passes last week in the win against the Titans. So I think the Chiefs will get the win here against the Jaguars, 27-20. But I would expect to see them to run the ball a little bit more. Up next, we have the Browns visiting the Dolphins. So the Browns are coming off a bye and facing a hot opponent in the Dolphins. The Browns like to run the ball, but they face a solid Dolphins run defense. And now the Browns secondary is about average, but the Dolphins have a unbelievable passing attack with Tua, Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill. So now, there's no statistical advantage for either team here, but I think the Dolphins are the better team, and I think they're going to hit a few big plays, which will end up giving them the win, as they're going to win this one against the Browns, winning by a score of 28-17. Up next, we have the Texans visiting the Giants. So the Giants are returning from a bye, and the Texans are coming off a loss on Thursday Night Football to the Eagles. The Giants have a run-first offense and have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL, led by Saquon Barkley. Now they face the worst run defense in the league, as the Texans allow 180 yards per game on the ground. And now the Texans, they also have a run-first offense with rookie Dameon Pierce. And now the Giants' run defense hasn't been amazing, but I feel like the Texans' offense is a lot more one-dimensional than the Giants. And overall, the Texans' offense isn't amazing. So the Giants have been winning one-score games all season, but I think that changes this week. I think the Giants finally get a dominant win, winning this game by a score of 30-13. Up next, we have the Saints visiting the Steelers. So this one already starts off in the Steelers' favor because they're home and coming off a bye, while the Saints are playing on a short week after playing on Monday Night Football. The Steelers also might be getting TJ Watt back from injury to boost their defense. I think this is going to be a lower scoring defensive battle because neither team has that great of an offense. But I'll take the Steelers winning. Kenny Pickett gets his first win as a starting quarterback in the NFL, and the Steelers take this one by a score of 20-16. Up next, we have the Raiders hosting the Colts. So the Colts are a complete mess right now. They just fired their head coach, Frank Reich, and they named Jeff Saturday their interim head coach, who has no head coaching experience or coaching experience above the high school level. And now, for the Colts, they are going to get Jonathan Taylor back, so that should somewhat help their offense, but their offense still isn't that good. The offensive line play hasn't been that good, and Sam Ehlinger also hasn't been that good since being named the starting quarterback. The Raiders are coming off a loss where they blew a big lead against the Jaguars, but I don't think they should have a problem winning this game, as they should easily beat the Colts, winning by a score of 27-14, as the Colts are just a complete mess right now, and are just a big giant question mark, so Raiders got the win here. Up next, we have the Packers hosting the Cowboys. So the Packers have been brutal this season, and their offense is currently a nightmare. And they're also dealing with an injury to one of their best offensive players in Aaron Jones, who's currently nursing an ankle injury. The Cowboys have been good this season. They're coming off a bye as well. The Cowboys, I think, will win this one in Mike McCarthy's return to Green Bay. And the Packers' offense will struggle again against a good Dallas Cowboys defense. And the Cowboys get the win here, 27-10. Up next, we have the Rams hosting the Cardinals. So the Rams are another team that has been very disappointing this season and have not lived up to preseason expectations. The Rams' offense has not been good this season, but then neither has the Cardinals' defense. The Rams might be without Matthew Stafford as he's currently in the concussion protocol, and we don't know if he's going to be able to play. And now I would actually go with the Cardinals with or without Matthew Stafford for the Rams, just because of how bad the Rams' offense has been so far. But I'll take the Cardinals winning this one by a score of 28-22, but I could see this game going either way. But the Rams, they've been so bad. I'll take the Cardinals, but it's really a coin flip for me. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we have the 49ers hosting the Chargers. So we will have a live watch party for this game starting at 8:10 Eastern Time on Sunday. The 49ers might be getting Deebo Samuel and Elijah Mitchell back from injury. But now, if Elijah Mitchell does end up returning from his knee injury, it will be interesting to see how the 49ers use him because obviously they traded for Christian McCaffrey as their running back. So I'm interested to see how they would use Elijah Mitchell when he returns. The Chargers might get Keenan Allen back from a lingering hamstring injury, but who really knows at this point? Now the Chargers' run defense still isn't that good, even after trying to improve it over the offseason. And I think the 49ers will have success running the ball, and that will be the difference of this game. The 49ers got the win here on Sunday Night Football by a score of 26-21, but this is another game I could see going either way. And finally, Monday Night Football, we have the Eagles hosting the Commanders. So we will also have a live watch party for this game starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday. So the Commanders have not been that good recently, and the Eagles are the last undefeated team in the NFL. And they destroyed the Commanders the first time they played them in Washington. This one's in Philadelphia, and I expect something similar to the first time. I expect the Eagles to easily win this game, extending their unbeaten start to 9-0. And they will dominate on Monday Night Football, winning by a score of 34-16. So those are my Week 10 NFL predictions. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I do my best to post as often as possible. Make sure to check out the community tab of my channel where you guys can vote on who you think will win some of this week's big games. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.